As always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Welcome to another episode of Thursday Night Gold Panning Fever. Episode number 26. So let's catch up on some chat. See how everyone's doing. Hey, Gary and Doris. Jose, Jonathan Friend, Raymond. Hey, Shane, long time no see. Lou Norris, Donna, CJ Hayes, Brian Stevens, Raymond, Jason Keith Prospecting. How's it going? You still celebrating over there with your marriage? Or is it back to the gold mining? Adam L. Heidi and Conan, how's it going? LXR. Jam and Jeff, Josh Ortiz, Adam Snyder, B. Isaacs, Carl Ordway, Mark Miller, Kayla Scott, how's it going? Where's your better half, Kayla? Or, no, I guess you're the better half, Kayla. Hey, Big Kitch, Adam L, Aiden, Dan, YouTube. Hey, bro. Thank you very much, CJ Hayes. Thank you very much. Justin Andrew. Back to mining. There you go. Neil Olson. Bone Crusher. Nope, not earlier. Same time as always, 7 o'clock. Oh, he's driving you around? Well, there you go. That's good. Make him chauffeur you around. Hopefully to take you somewhere to buy something. Better than not mining. All right, Jackie. Hey, Ken Whalen. Here, let me post a link in case anyone missed it earlier. Make sure you go there, leave one comment. I'll have to approve them. Google doesn't even let me set it for approval now. So Google's being kind of, YouTube, same thing. So I have to manually approve all comments. So just leave a comment and I will get to it eventually. And I will approve it. And tonight, let me get the last comments. So tonight we're going to be panning out some golden Paydirt. 2.675 Felix jackpot. That's pretty good. Well, wait, I don't know what you paid for the, wasn't that? Oh, yeah, I don't remember. I just got one of their flyers in yesterday and I didn't read it. You threw your calculator out? Oh, there. Right. Hey, Richard Davis. Man, this is like 3 weeks in a row you're on time, Richard Davis. Nathaniel, how's it going? Australia, there you go. Hey, Jason G. All right, Raymond. Oh, that's awesome, Carl. Gold Rush Radio. I don't know if I've ever listened to their show. I'll have to look it up. Conan, email me a link to it at dylan@millerprospecting.com. Oh, sushi's the best. Oh, it's been a while since I've had sushi. Now you're making me Jones sushi, but it's too late in the night for me to get it. Hey, Ginger in Japan. There you go. What time is it over there, Ginger? That's awesome, Noel. Chris Neville, gross golden Paydirt. $289. Yeah, well. So about a 55% ROI, 60% ROI. Yeah. No worries, Brian. Robert Cullen. Not much. Trying to do the live show. Jonathan Friend. Yeah, I did get your email, but I've been really busy. I got surgery on Tuesday. So I'm trying to get my house in order because I'm going to have like 3 days down where I'm not supposed to be walking around. So I'm trying to get everything caught up. And my ex-wife just had surgery unexpectedly. She had to run in for surgery, so I've been running around with the kids a lot on days I wasn't supposed to have the kids. So convenience store sushi. Oh my god, that stuff's horrible. No, I can't do that. Cold sticky rice. It just no. 0.5 grams. No, so this is what we're going through tonight. 5 pounds golden Paydirt. The best Paydirt. The richest Paydirt in the world. It's authentic. Real native gold inside. So, but I was challenged to do this one by the last company I reviewed on Monday. I don't think I'm going to get a 75% ROI on this bag. I'll be happy if I can get a 50% ROI, which would make about 1/4 gram of gold. But just in case, I do have a little 0.21 gram picker that I will add at the end to whoever wins tonight, just so hopefully you'll still get 1/4 gram tonight no matter what. So no problem, Zachary. I'm always happy to give everybody my opinion. It's not always the best advice, but I have no problem telling people my thoughts. Hey, Steve, 8 to 12 grams. You can email me, Steve. It's, again, Dylan at millerprospecting.com. I can look around. I might know somebody. And there we go. It is flooding here. Really, it's downpouring for the last 2 days, so you'll probably hear my sump pump go off a lot tonight. But hey, Guido, thank you very much. I didn't even see you in the chat, Guido. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. £3 1 gram from Gold Bay. I saw someone else got a little over 3 grams. Yeah, I love Gold Bay. 40% Roy if you're lucky, 37% Roy. Yeah, I don't even think that. I'm thinking like 18% ROI. That's why I brought some extra gold with me just in case. I knew it was going to be bad, but you know, when I went into Monday's review, somebody buying golden Paydirt to reseed and sell. There's been too many companies like that. You know, Screaming Eagle is just golden Paydirt repackaged. You know, someone trying to make money off of it. I mean, you can buy whatever it is. So there, 5 pounds for that cost me $37 shipped. I could break that down into 10 8-ounce bags and resell them for $20 a piece. And that's the problem with golden Paydirt. So many people get ripped off by them that then they want to rip off other people. So, which, by the way, the review I did on Monday was not a ripoff, but that was what I initially thought. So that's why I ordered this bag. So I was like, well, they got close ROIs, but I don't think this one's going to hit 75%. Try Shane Klesch for selling gold. I don't know if he buys gold, but yeah, you could try him. Hey, Rick Greeny. Mark Miller. Yeah, if I wasn't doing reviews, there's a lot of companies I would not buy for. There's more companies I would avoid than I would buy from. So, but, I had someone comment why I always keep reviewing eBay sellers when I know I'm going to get ripped off. But that's the whole thing, is I'm trying to keep people from getting ripped off. So if I do a review on somebody, even if I know I'm going to get ripped off, it saves, however many people from buying that Paydirt. If a video gets 1,000 views, and that's 1,000 people that don't blow their money on that bad Paydirt. But Monday's review was actually a good seller. I really don't understand still why he buys his dirt to resell. I mean, it's not too hard to get dirt. You can get dirt pretty cheap. Yeah, Doc at Gold Bay does buy gold, but he's stopped his website, sellplacergold.com. The last time I looked was about 2 weeks ago, and they still weren't buying for the year. I think they've stopped buying for the year because of the price. I mean, everyone's trying to sell gold now because the price is so high. But unfortunately, buyers don't want to buy it when the price is high. So it's a really bad place right now for people trying to sell gold. Tom's Dirt buys gold. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Your best bet is small sellers. You know, like Tom's and places like that might need gold. You know, I don't know what kind of percentage they're going to give you. Hey, Dan Riley. No, the gold room's still not finished. I was working on it the other day. I had to rebuild my table because just moving it around all the time, I had kind of broken one of the legs and it was kind of just propped in there. So I had to get new legs for it, new industrial legs to hold the weight of water and all that. So I put those in, and then I remounted my camera, this camera that you're looking at, but I hate the mount, so I'm going to have to replace that one again. But went and bought the door, so I have a door, which I didn't hang. That's why you're hearing the sump pump going off. But in Indian Creek Craftsman, I agree, it's not every time. It's probably 85% of the time. There are some really good sellers on eBay. So, I mean, I've gotten some really good 90, 100% ROIs off of eBay. It's just the majority of the people on eBay aren't very good. So, and if I miss anyone's comment, sorry, trying to go through them all. Seems to be a busy tonight. Ian Outdoors, how's it going? So here, let me post the link again. So, and then I'll go approve comments. Make sure you leave a comment. A couple people can't win tonight is Dragonfire, Steven Schwant, and Charles Sachs. You are all ineligible because you've already won this month. You can only win once a month. So let me approve some comments. And then we're going to start panning. I guess in about 5 minutes we'll start panning because we got a lot of gold to go through, or a lot of dirt to go through, and hopefully find a little bit of gold. This is one of those bags I could have speed panned through this one. I could probably pan this one out in 30 seconds. But then again, if I did miss 2 pieces of gold in this one, it'd be pretty detrimental because that's probably like half the gold. So many comments. There we go. All caught up. Then we get back to chat. Wasn't happy with Montana Gold Paydirt. No, Montana Paydirt isn't a very good company on eBay. Montana GoldNPaydirt. There's a couple really big ones. You can usually tell the companies that aren't very good because they will have 1,000 links or posts on eBay. You know, if every single one is the same person, and if they're changing up their pictures, that usually tells you they're trying to trick people into not thinking it's the same person. I can buy gold here from local miners for $30 a gram. Oh, well, Jason Keith, why don't you pass on some of those savings to me? Ugh. Tom usually pays about 90%. Yeah, that's about right. I sold to Tom once when I was in a pinch, but that was a long time ago. Brian Stevens. I mean, honestly, I haven't had to sell gold myself in a while just because of my giveaways and my Christmas giveaway. I've kind of tried to save it now until the end of the year. And, you know, thanks to the wonderful support of my Patreon members, I can actually do that. I don't have to keep always selling it to buy new Paydirt. I can just use all that gold to go towards giveaways. But usually if I had to sell it, eBay is really the best way you're going to get 100% ROI selling it. And you'll actually probably get a little bit over spot on eBay, and it'll cover most of the fees. So you probably end up with about a 98%, recovery or your money back. So Natural Gold Trader is a pretty good seller. Hey, Aaron Mack. Just sold 6.6 grams on eBay for $50 per. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how fast you want to move it, you know. That's the thing is, if you want to sell something at a legitimate price, it's going to sit there a while because a lot of people that, me including, if I go on eBay, I'm looking for the deal. I know I could buy gold for, spot any day of the week, but if I want to pay $50, you got to search a little bit and it'll sell a lot quicker. B Greeny, yes, this is a golden Paydirt. 5 pounds of it, a big old monster bag. So, but it was $37. It shipped in a priority mail bag, so that cost them about $7.50. So you figure that's about $30 worth of dirt. So 50% ROI would be a quarter gram. 25% ROI. So I'm thinking maybe 0.1. And again, like in case anybody missed it, I do have a little 0.21 gram picker that I will throw in at the end, just to hopefully get it over a quarter gram at least tonight. Indiana Creek Bread, I agree. If you sell smaller amounts on eBay, but the problem with that is then you have to deal with a lot more people. When I used to sell it, 5 or 10 grams at a time and wait a little bit, but then you're only dealing with one person as opposed to selling it, 10 people. Or actually for 10 grams, 100 people. More chances of somebody saying they didn't get it or something like that. Oh, Jason Keith. Oh. Hey, Josh Ortiz. I don't know if I said hey to you or not. I think I did, but... Yeah, I don't think it'll be a jackpot bag. I do have, I think Saturday I'm doing a mail call. Someone sent me one of their 2-ounce hunt bags, and I'll go through that. So I'll be curious. I don't think it'll be a 2-ounce bag, but I did the math. It's kind of funny. I was looking at GoldNPaydirt the other day, and just because I was trying to do some research on their hunt for 2 ounces that they're selling, because he got it off of Amazon, and it's a $50 bag. But I looked, and now they're doing a 3-ounce hunt bag. But I added it up, and I think they're $59.50 a bag. But it's only one bag in 2,500 will have 3 ounces, which is about, $8,000 worth of gold or $7,500 worth of gold tops, depending on, there's some nuggets in there and stuff like that. But if he sold 2,500 bags, he would take in $150,000. It was $148,000 total. I mean, that's $140,000 profit minus the little bit of gold he puts in each one of those bags and the shipping and stuff like that. I think I worked it out where he would profit $100,000 if he sold all 2,500 bags. And, even if he gives away the 3 ounces, it's such a ripoff. It's just such a ripoff because you got 2,499 people that are essentially going to be crying that they wasted $60, and one person's going to be going yippee. It's just, I hate seeing it. Oh, any bag you do from GoldNPaydirt is rip. Any bag, I mean. But, yeah, well, you never know. I've actually done some GoldNPaydirt that I did one bag that had 100% ROI. It does happen. You do get some good bags. But 99% of the time, you're going to get skunked. So... And he has, he sells. I mean, he sells. Well, the worst thing about it is there's no, it's easy to say, I'm going to make 2,500 bags and one of them will have 3 ounces in it. But he pulls them. There's at some point that 3 ounces, there's no guarantee he's going to leave that listing on his site until every bag sells. He could say, I'm going to save this bag right here off to the side and send it to a good customer or something like that. He could sell 2,000 bags and say, you know what, I'm tired of doing this 3-ounce hunt. Take those other 5 bags. And the funny thing about it is, you'll have to see on Saturday when I do the mail call, but the 2-ounce bag, it's a Pioneer Paydirt. It actually has a sticker on top that says 2-ounce hunt. So it was a regular bag of Pioneer Paydirt that they then added a new sticker on top saying a 2-ounce hunt. So it wasn't even like they made up new bags. They just took all their old stock and just said, slap 2-ounce hunt on it. And then we might take one bag and put it. It's just, it just makes me cringe every time I look at them. And again, the only reason I'm doing it tonight is because somebody challenged me when I was doing the Monday's review. So, who just said sell Paydirt, not buy it. No, there's never been any proof from GoldNPaydirt. I did a series, I think last year, a 3-part series on all the companies that were doing those 1-ounce hunts. And only one of the companies actually did where if you bought a bag, you got an entry. And then they did a live show on Facebook and pulled the name of the entry. So it was kind of legit. I mean, it was still a ripoff because, you get, I think it was 100 bags. And you still get 99 people that were getting 10% ROIs. It was just, and they were still making money, like crazy money. I know Paydirt sellers, if you sell Paydirt and you get to sell Paydirt at 75% ROI, you don't make a lot of money. But these people are just, they were making thousands of dollars and just ripping people off. That's it, Bryce. Yeah, Felix is doing his Paydirt, his jackpot again. He's been mailing all kinds of flyers out for those. What? Hey, Reglab. So, I'm not a big fan of, there's a whole bunch of companies I'm not a big fan of. And again, normally I probably would never do GoldNPaydirt on a live show. But I didn't want to do a review on it when somebody said compare them. I was already looking at 2 of his bags on Monday, and I figured, I could always seed this bag. I can do just like he did and just add some more gold to the bag, and we'll find out. That's why I liked your lottery ticket challenge. I still plan on doing another lottery ticket challenge, but I'm going to do a really big one. I'm waiting for Indiana to release a new lottery ticket. The ones they've been releasing I haven't liked. So, but when they release the new tickets that I like, I'm going to buy an entire roll. And $1 tickets, I think there's 300 tickets. So it'll be $300 for that. And then I'm going to go and buy a $300 bag of Paydirt, and we're going to see. But the problem is I don't want to buy like a $300 bag from GoldNPaydirt where I just know I'm going to get ripped off. So I need to find a good company that has unsearched or no guaranteed amount of gold for $300 because it's not fair if I buy Gold Bay for $300. I know what I'm gonna get. So we'll find out. That one probably next year. I'll do that one, January or February. Usually in January when the state's kind of broke is when they start putting out lots of lottery tickets so they can get all the money back from people. Yeah, I agree. Best Paydirt is usually from miners and prospectors, 99% of the time. No, you probably did miss the link, but I'll post it again and I'll go approve some comments and then we're going to go pan. Because this is a lot of dirt to go through for probably not a ton of gold, but we'll see. I keep saying that, but I was surprised Monday. I was really surprised Monday how good that Paydirt was. So you never know. This could be another good bag of Paydirt. I should have ordered it in my name. But then again, he has blocked me, so should have bought it in my name. Maybe it would have been a good bag. But then it would have negated the whole challenge on Monday. So, but all right. That's who I was thinking, Jeremy, was Pay Streak Prospecting. I bookmarked. I think they have a $289 bag. It has no specific amounts of gold. So. Red Lab. Well, there you go. Don't turn it down. A Belmont bag, you can't. Brian Stevens, why did he block you? Because I left him negative feedback. I had bought it in I have 3 different eBay accounts that I use if I have to buy something off of eBay. And I had bought one and the address goes to one of my relatives. And I guess I left him negative feedback. Usually, which I try not to do. I usually try not to ever leave feedback on eBay. Just because then it might point them towards, other sellers saying, oh, he knows what he's doing. Let's, not give him, a bad bag. But I just hate GoldNPaydirt, so I left negative feedback. So, Also, Gold Nugget Sales. No, Gold Nugget Sales doesn't have any non-guaranteed bags, and that's the whole thing. Since lottery tickets have no guarantee win, you're not guaranteed to win. They just state you have a chance to win. So I need to find about a $300 bag of Paydirt that says it has gold, but also won't totally rip me off. You know, like I'm not gonna buy a $300 bag from GoldNPaydirt, like I said. Belmont XL bucket. That's it. Yep. So we'll see. I mean, that's all. If I can get like a 50-60% ROI, I'm okay. You know, I won't love it, but then it'll be a good comparison for $300 with a lottery ticket. So I've done a review on Outlet Depot for you, but it was a long time ago. He's been on there for a while. It's probably 3 years ago when I did him. They paid more for shipping than the bag of Paydirt itself. Yeah. Woo Norris, I'll sell you a $300 bag of Paydirt. Yeah, but see, then that wouldn't be it because it wouldn't be a surprise. It's got to be something. I don't know. I still have a lot of time. It's not going to be until next year at some point. Oh, I left him honest feedback. I told him what I recovered exactly on what it was. And I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. Or it might have been I just was emailing him. Sometimes I tend to get a little testy when I'm emailing sellers. If they tell me something stupid, I'll argue with them about stuff. And he might have argued with me and just figured I wasn't worth, you know. A lot of sellers, if they're a smart seller, if you're a scam seller, if you see someone arguing with you, they'll block you so you don't buy it. Ian Outdoors, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Man, I'll take that any day of the week. No problem. What should I charge for a 15-pound unsearched bag of my best claim is guaranteed to be great? Oh, I don't know. That would be because shipping for you is going to kill. Can you ship priority mail? Do they don't have priority mail, huh? So I don't know. Let me think about that for a minute. I mean, tell me what it would cost you to ship to, like, you know, somewhere in the United States. Because I know you told me the other day shipping something was super expensive. And I think that's going to be your biggest problem is going to be shipping if it's 15 pounds. But all right, let me shrink my face down, my ugly mug, and we're going to start panning. There you go. You can see the water's not too clean. I wasn't too worried about having clean dirt for tonight. I don't think I'll miss any of the gold. So, all right. Let me put some gloves on. Even though I know this is super clean Paydirt. Never hurts. Yeah, 120 shipping. That's pretty steep. I mean, that's going to be your problem right there. I mean, you're better off not stating shipping and just saying, you know, $300 includes shipping or something like that. I mean, I don't know what you're looking to recover. So it really depends. Last cleanup was 27 grams. Was that 27 grams off of 15 pounds? I don't know. That's kind of a tough question. I mean, you know my email, Jason. You can always email me and I'll be more than happy to go back and forth with you on it. Without you having to divulge too much information here, I don't know how much you want to you know, post. But the shipping is really just what's going to kill you, you know. I mean, it's not bad for people that like big ticket items. I mean, there are people out there that do it. All right, let's go through this Paydirt. Now, one thing I will say, this Paydirt is in a really heavy Mylar bag, and it actually was double bagged. So if I was reviewing this bag, it would actually get a 10 for packaging, because this is really good packaging, really thick Mylar bags. They really don't want this 5-pound bag to bust, which is weird considering that there's, you know, probably not a ton of gold in it. I guess they don't want, you know, what are the odds that if you punch a hole in it that those 2 or 3 little flakes are going to disappear? So there we go. Full pan, full of gold. I know it's a little bright. You can't really see it. But thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. I'll just start going through this. Thank you, Donna. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hey, Charles Sox, how's it going? So all the people that always invite me to go prospecting once my knees get better, I might have to go see Jason. He hasn't invited me, but I might just show up at Jason's place anyway. Strap my gold cube to my back and go visit Jason. I mean, again, it really just depends. I mean, they have people that buy the, you know, 1-ounce jugs for whatever that is, $2,500. So, I mean, Lynch sells them, so. Thank you, Guido. It isn't going to take me that long to go through this. Everyone knows. Which I will say, though, I'm really surprised. It's not that bright yellow Paydirt anymore at GoldNPaydirt. It's really weird. They must have sold so much dirt that they drained their backyard, and now they had to get new dirt brought in. Yep. Must still be raining. Sump pump still going off. So I like this material so much better than the typical GoldNPaydirt. So I like their new material. We'll just have to see if the gold's any better. Charles, I can get gold from Scotland. I think, you know, Scotland's all super fine gold, and the tickets would cost me too much to go to Scotland just for some fine gold. I figure for the price, I'd rather go hang out with Jason Keith. I worked for 4 days straight, no sleep, just shoveling like crazy. And I don't have to worry about the shipping because I'm only going to take back the gold. Yeah, Shane gets around with his little gold pan. He's Gibby's treasures. 380 round trip, I'm in. You don't even have to invite me, Jason Keith. I'm just going to show up one day. Be like, hey, remember when you invited me? You must have been drinking. Why do I like painting black sands? It takes more time. You know, I started painting when I became disabled, just to take my mind off of stuff, you know. So I wouldn't be constantly thinking about when's my next pain pill, you know. And I didn't like that feeling, so I just needed something to take my mind off of stuff. So I started painting. And like you'll see, this stuff's easy. But once you get to black sands, it's a little bit more difficult. Takes you longer to do, you know. And you got to concentrate more. You know, like doing this, I could probably not even look at the pan and pan it out to get the blondes out. But when you get nothing but black sands and fine gold, you really have to pay attention. Nothing in the pan yet. Maybe it's all at the bottom. All right. I'll have to look. I know I got a couple of new Patreon members. I know I sent them thank yous, but I'll have to look. Well, I would bring my gold cube anyway, just because I'd like to see how it would work. I'm working on some special stuff with my gold cube, so I just bought a new pump for it. I got some matting for it. I just replaced the matting on one of them. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you very much. Thank you. Still a #1 fan. Thank you very much for that. You said pack your bags, Dylan. Well, it's not up to me. It's up to my doctors. I need them to stop jacking around with my knee and using me as a way to buy a new BMW. You know. They won't just, you know, I went in 6 months ago to see him, complaining about that the knee was jacked up still after the replacement. And they just kept telling me, wait. And I guess the surgeon's wife finally decided she needed a new car, so now they're ready to do the surgery. So Tuesday I go back in, and then they have to do an MRI on the left one to figure out what's wrong with it. You know, they kind of lied to me and told me once they did the replacement, all my problems should be over. Yeah, Guido, why ain't you on Patreon? I appreciate everything. Just watching the channel, I appreciate that, Guido. Your donations, I appreciate that. But you should be on Patreon instead of doing the live show donations. Because then you can get in the nugget hunts. I don't drink anymore, so I could deal without the rum. But I'll definitely look at the women. I got no problem with that. Is the warranty still good on the knee? No. Sadly, no. And what's funny is I had just, you know, I think it was like last month, right before I went in to see him again, I'd finally gotten my surgery bill down where I wasn't crying every time I saw the bill coming in the mail. It was like, oh, okay, at the end of the light of the tunnel. And now they want to do another surgery, so, you know. So that means I got to pay anesthesiologist, all these other things, rehab, and get that bill all the way back up there again. So, wonders, you know. But I told them this is it. If they don't fix it, too bad. I'll just be an old man with a jacked up knee after this. So, and the worst thing about it is it's not even a good knee. Neither one of my knees, they don't tingle or anything when it's getting ready to storm or do little tricks like that. So I can be like, ooh, getting ready to snow. My right knee be hurting. You know, it doesn't do anything cool like that. Like you hear all the old timers, you know. Oh, my knee's throbbing. Must be rain coming. At least give me something like that for all the money. I mean, the right knee was $90,000. Luckily, insurance paid the vast majority of it, but... No, I have no bad habits anymore. Well, I still curse every once in a while if I'm caught by surprise by something, but no, I don't do anything. Pan gold. Look for gold. That's it. Look at women. I will do that. I am still a lash. Still a man, so. But I will drink some rum if I come up there. I'll drink some rum and sit back and smile with all the gold. Oh, for a second there, I thought I saw some gold, but it was just a reflection on my glasses. Yeah. Jason, keep back 180 grand. Yeah, it's ridiculous, the surgeries, the cost. Ugh. Absolutely crazy. What's funny though is I had my left knee done, I guess 3 years ago, and it was $60,000. And then they built a new ortho hospital, and I had it done there because they wouldn't let you do it at the old hospital. And I got that one done 2 years later, and it was $90,000. So $30,000 inflation in 2 years on a exact same surgery. They did nothing different. It was, chop off the ends of each bone, hollow your leg out, and put in a new replacement knee. But, hey, Dragonfire. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, 32. Yeah, that's way too many. Here, they wouldn't even do that many on you here. Your insurance company would cut you, and they tell you just to go away. Hey, Nick. Well, thank you very much. Oh, I see a little bit of gold, so I'm going to keep this pan. We'll put this one in the blue pan. So I'm about, I guess, a little bit, maybe a pound through. I did see a little bit of gold, so I don't know how good that is. Sorry to hear that, Indiana. Hopefully she's doing better and she won't jump off a bridge again. Hey, backyard prospecting. Oh, I told him there's no more surgeries for me. I got one more on my right one more on my left one. Then I told him after that, next step's amputation, or I deal with the pain, one of the two. I mean, the only reason I'm going back for this surgery is just because I can't bend them anymore. The right knee built up so much scar tissue in it that once I bend it, I can't open it back up. And I have to kind of wiggle it and jiggle it, and it takes me 3 or 4 minutes to get it to open again. And when you're walking, that can be kind of a pain in the butt, so. Hey, Ken Carbon. GoldNuggetSales.com, GoldBay.com. Those are probably your two with the highest ROIs you're going to get. Yeah, I mean, you got to think about all the people. You know, well, it's like me. My knees went bad. I was bone on bone when I was 38, when they did the first x-rays and told me I was bone on one knee and really close to my other knee. And it still took me an extra 11 years before I got the surgery just because I didn't have insurance. So I had to just keep waiting and keep waiting. So... give you treasures. Wait till I'm in my 80s. Well, if you're in your 80s, I think by the time I'm in my 80s, I'll be done. There ain't nobody's gonna be cutting into me when I'm 80. Well, unless it's your heart or something like that. Here, after this pan, I'll post the link up again in case anyone missed it. Oh yeah, they charge you for everything here. It's ridiculous. And they're always coming out with new rackets here. See, the best new racket here is rehab. The way it used to work is if you had surgery. So if you had your knee replaced 10 years ago, you would stay at the same ortho place and the hospital would do your rehab for you. But then they realized, why do that when they can just send you to somebody else, charge you the same amount of money for the surgery, and then have a new company bill you even more for rehab. So it used to be you might pay $50,000 for a knee replacement, but included rehab. Now you pay $90,000 for the surgery, and then you pay an extra $30,000 for rehab. You know, which is ridiculous. And the worst part is insurance doesn't cover as much in rehab. My bill after my knee replacement, my rehab bill was higher than my surgery bill, which is ridiculous because the rehab is a joke. You know. Some girl that has, you know, no degree telling you bend your knee. Okay, bend your knee. An hour later, okay, you can go. I just made, you know, $3,000. More gold. Huh. It's getting up there. I'll show y'all in a minute. Let me post the link. All right, there we go. Hey, Anthony Hallbrook. Yeah, my oldest son had to have surgery when he was a kid. It wasn't a major surgery, but you never want to see that. Bryce Fidel. Yeah, it's a joke. If I'd have known that they were going to charge me as much as they did, I'd have done my rehab at home. I mean, I just figured it was a get out of the house, you know, something to do. If I'd have known what my bill was going to be. But live and learn, live and learn. That's what when they told me for this surgery, they're like, oh, well, we can schedule for rehab. I said, nope, no rehab for me. I said, nope. I know how to bend my knee. Learned that when I was real little. You know, the first things I learned how to do as a baby was bend. Indiana Creek. Yeah, that's how my knees used to be. My right knee still does it. And so does my left knee. My left knee's not as bad, but my old ones, yeah, it used to be like, my kids used to always say it sounded like the Rice Krispies cereal. You know, just crack, 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 crack. And it wasn't usually too bad, but then you'd get those one little shards in there every once in a while where they're just like, you know, a little bone piece of fragment off and just start sticking you somewhere. I agree, Justin. Heck, kids just getting a fever always freaks me out when my kids get a fever. Because kids, you know, kids aren't like adults. They don't just get, you know, 100-degree fevers. Kids will sit there and tell you, oh, I feel a little warm or I don't feel well. And you go check their thermometer. They're always like 103. You know, it's always like at that point where you almost need to take them to the hospital. Then you just got to freak out the whole time. And, you know, here, take some Tylenol or whatever, you know, you give the kids and hope it breaks the fever. Because like my son's like that, my youngest. If he gets a fever, man, it just shoots straight up. Yeah, starting to get a little bit of gold in every pan. Not a lot, but something. A couple little pieces in there. I still don't think it's going to add up too much, but we'll see. We got some other gold to add there later. We're about halfway through. Leave a comment, comment left. There you go. Anyone here healthy? I was just thinking the same thing, Daniel. I was just thinking, man. I wonder if doctors are trolling this thing saying, oh, let me find a new patient. Let me just go and look for a gold panner. My hips hurt more than any. It's funny, every time I go see my orthopedic surgeon, because you know you got to keep going back for checkups on a knee replacement. The first thing he always asks me is, how's your hips doing? I'm like, my hips are fine. I mean, they're not, but I'm not going to tell him. I'm like, I don't want you just using me as a, you know, like, where can we put an incision on him now? You know, because they wanted to do my shoulders, but that's, even though it's not as bad as a knee replacement, a shoulder replacement, you have to wear, you have to immobilize your shoulder for 9 months. I told him, nope, can't do that. I'll deal with the shoulders. But they like to do hip replacements because they're so good at them now, they can do them quick. What is your definition of healthy? We just all need to meet up somewhere with a surgeon and like take the best parts of everybody and make a super gold mining panner, you know. Dr. Frankenstein would be able to build the best gold mining machine in the world. Ketchup. Hey, Nanya. Anthony Holbrook. I agree. That's why I started panning, is just the mental aspect of it. You know, it really keeps your mind off of other things. You know, I can't tell you the number of times I've had a bad day where I'm just aggravated, irritated, in pain, or, you know, something driving my mind crazy. I'll say, let me go grab a bag of Paydirt and sit down and start painting out. Even sometimes I'll just grab some of the black sands I have sitting around and just say, well, let me go through it again. Even if I know there's no gold in it, just for the, you know, get your mind to shut up for a little bit and get you. Yeah. More metal in the body is not a good thing. Client discount, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be so bad if he gave me a discount each time, but the worst thing about getting my knee replaced, though, is I pay the bill every month. I send them some money. I send them, you know, $100 every month towards my knee. they still put me through collections. I mean, collections still call me. Oh, when are you going to pay the whole thing? I'm like, I'm paying you. You should be happy I'm paying you anything. You know. You know, in some months I send them a little bit more, but I never send them less. But they still have the collections people call me. I'm like, y'all are just crazy. I'm like, you're paying somebody out of part of the money I'm sending you every month to call me and harass me. And it's complete zen. I agree. It's not as zenful when you're doing a live show, but, you know, I still really enjoy it. Oh yeah, the unicorn poop. I remember seeing those bags. I didn't get any. It's hard enough to get my kids to just look at me nowadays that they're getting older. I still have to go through. I still have 2 gem bags from Tom to go through with my son. Daniel Curry, yeah, metal in our pants, not in our. I agree. This didn't take too long. Almost done. Didn't take 3 hours. Actually, didn't take at all. Any time at all. And that's just because this is golden. It's, you know. I will say this doesn't have as much black sands as the bag I did on Monday. I'm not sure panning is my best stress relief. Patricia is. Well, there you go. Well, I mean, it just depends on what stress, you know. I mean, I will say one good thing about my ex is I used to deal with stress by drinking and other things. And she got me to stop doing all that. So, and cursing a lot. And pretty much was like a, you know, typical bartender. You know. But I stopped using, you know, drinking as a stress relief. But then I was married, so then I needed a new stress relief, and that's where the panning kicked in. If I couldn't drink, I had to find something. I didn't say... Somebody else told me that I said I liked garnet sands. I didn't say I like garnet sands. I just said they're really challenging. I think it's more challenging than black sands is fine garnet sands. Doesn't mean I like them. I mean, I like panning, so. But everyone seems to think, everyone wants to send me super hard Paydirt to go through. Which is fine, but then I typically want to make it into a video, which makes it 10 times harder to shoot the videos. Ooh, nice little, look at that. An eBay nugget. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me get the camera. eBay nugget. There we go. I never curse. Nope, never. Anthony Holbrook. Yeah, I love my gutter sluice. You know, a Tina girl for stress relief. Well, maybe when I come down there to do some mining, you can introduce me to one. How about that? Yeah, red garnet is really tough. It's, I don't know. It's something about black sands. You kind of get used to it. I don't know if red garnet is really harder than black sands. It's just you don't see it as often. So it's just it's a different beast to tackle when you're panning. And I find that gold tends to not want to sink as well in garnets in general. You know, when you get fine garnets, the gold really wants to stay on top of it. So it makes you have to really pan even slower. Jamie saying, I don't know if it's, I don't know how good this bag's looking. We'll have to see. I'm still thinking under 20% ROI, but like I said, I got a little extra piece of gold to add. It's like Nome Beach sands. That's like all just garnet sand. That stuff's really tough. Jason Keith probably have a bucket of red garnet sand. Well, if the shipping wasn't so much, I'd tell you to send me some. But shipping from you is crazy. Hey, Benzo's Gold. Trying to make this last little bit last. I definitely could have speed panned this out. No, I definitely could have done it under 4 minutes. There we go. Didn't take 3 hours. Not even an hour. Hey, Otis Ferris. Howard Howley. That stuff, yeah, that stuff, the Dorado Gold stuff was super hard to pan because of all the sulfides in it. But it's, I don't know. It was tough, but I don't think, if you didn't get their 10-pound bag or their whatever, their 10-gram bag, the smaller bag I reviewed didn't have as much sulfides. But it is really tough stuff to go through. I think the hardest part about Dorado Gold is waiting the 2 months for you to get your Paydirt, honestly. Carl, I do use these groups. I do use them. I just don't use them on camera. When I go, just the way I pan, I don't use these riffles. I don't use these riffles. These I will use when I shoot a video, when I'm repanning, I use these riffles just to go through it a little bit quicker, and it makes it easier to catch something if you see you missed a piece. So I do use them, but just not often. I should use them. I really should. When I do the +10, I really should use them, because usually that's where, if I miss gold or a nice piece of gold, it'll usually be in the +10. I mean, everyone will miss a little bit of -40. And that's why I repan it a couple times for the videos. But the +10 is the one that always just gets me, where a piece will sneak through that I didn't see. And it's because I don't use the big riffles, and I really should. It's just habit. It's just because when I hold the pan, I don't know, when I have to hold it this way, just my thumb being on these bugs me. So I don't know, just crazy. You get used to doing something one way. But I do use them. Yeah, Dorado Gold does have cool packaging. I like their packaging a lot. I was really thinking about re-reviewing them again next year. We'll have to see. The last I heard, though, is the last anybody's told me anything about them was somebody complaining to people that they never got their product. But, that's the one good thing about PayPal is you will get your money. But I just hate waiting, 60 days for something, then not getting it, then having to wait even longer for PayPal dispute. So, but I really like their packaging. I mean, I could even deal with their weight if their customer service was better. Like if you emailed them and asked them, "Hey, where's my dirt?" and they said, "Okay, just move from here to there." But just the customer service is so slow, it makes you worry. I love pecans. I'm from the South. That's my thing, is pecan pie. Or old Hubig's pies. I don't know how many people remember or know what Hubig pie is, but pecan pie or Hubig pie. Hey, Mad Hatter. I know I saw you in here earlier and I didn't say hi. And speaking of pans, I also have a finishing pan, the Falcon finishing pan, and I never use it. It's like new. I do need to do a review on it one of these days. Next year, I'll have the other side of this room worked out so I can shoot videos on equipment. I know they're still active. I've seen them on Facebook. They might have stopped taking payments, though. I know a couple companies that's happened to. Because I know they're still selling all their hand-poured silver stuff pretty well. I mean, that's what they pretty much moved into. Because they originally were doing gold, then they started doing all their like hand-poured silver stuff. And I guess it made them more money. I'm curious. I have to go look later tonight and see. Bourbon pecan pie cheesecake. I like cheesecake too. Not a big fan. I'm one of those people, I don't really like alcohol. Like I never liked like rum raisin or anything with liquor flavoring. I don't know why. Even when I was drinking, and I was drinking a lot, I didn't like it. Just seemed unnatural. Miners Depot. Yeah. I looked at them, I think, last month and saw they were still not taking payments. Daniel Kerfman, I want to finish it. I know this week I'm going to, one of my notes to myself for doing this week was to find somebody that sells these pans, so I could post a good link to them and keep it active. So there's not much dirt left in here, and there's not a lot of gold showing. It's got some gold, but usually that's the way it goes with sellers. I'll put them on my back burner and say, okay, I'll review them in 2 months. And in 2 months, they stop selling because they're out of stock or something else like that. Or then I finally get it, some Paydirt from somebody, and by the time I'm ready to review them, they stop selling. I bought some Sunny Mountain, I guess, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and right after I bought it, they ran out of stock. And they haven't had any since then. So I really can't review something that's not for sale, which sucks. Because I really want to review it. Or at least get my gold out of it. And I've also had that happen too, where I've just gotten sick of waiting and said, okay, well, I'm just going to pan this out off camera, get some gold out of it. And then like a week later, they start selling again. Just need 1 10-pound nugget and you're good. Yeah, I love these pans. I got 4 more of them stockpiled. But I need to find another seller and buy some more since they changed them. That's the worst thing, is since they changed it, most people that sell them are too lazy to update their pictures, so you can't really see. So there we go. That's the gold for tonight. I will say there's actually some little pieces of flour gold in here, which is really surprising. For GoldNPaydirt to have flour gold. I don't think I've ever found flour gold in GoldNPaydirt. I don't know. No. 0.24, 0.28, 0.1. I think B. Isaacs is closer and Ted Sharp. It's definitely under 0.2. I'm guessing 0.1. I'm guessing 0.12. 0.12. That's what I'm guessing. But I do have another piece of gold to add to it. So, I don't know how good you'll be able to see this. But got that little picker in there. 0.21 grams. I'm going to throw that on top. But let me scoop this up, dry it up, and weigh it up. Where is... .125. Yeah, see, I'm closer to that. A 907 Pike. Jeremy saying, yeah, I don't understand sometimes the whole thing about, I understand buying large amounts of Paydirt. I've bought big bags before, 5 pound, 10 pounds. I've purchased buckets. But I never understood why someone would want to buy a large bag of Paydirt. Well, I mean, I guess maybe I could think of a reason. But to buy a 5 pound bag of Paydirt for $35, I mean, if it was $350, not from GoldNPaydirt, you'd say, okay, well, it's going to have some gold in there. But I think a lot of people just think they get tricked into seeing GoldNPaydirt and thinking it's real material. And they, the more you buy, the better chance you have of getting good gold. But sadly, it's still from the same company that's not going to give you good gold. So if I was doing a ROI, I don't know. I'm going to weigh it up, and I will have I'm going to put the ROI of this bag on Monday's review in the comments section. It'll be pinned. So if you go back to Monday's review that I did, just look at the comments. It'll be the first comment. It'll be up later tonight or tomorrow morning. But I will do the ROI on this bag. Richard Davis quarter. If you think this is a 1/4 ounce Richard Davis, you definitely need to go get your eyes checked. All right, let this cool off for a second. Now we're going to weigh it up. Let me see if anything new in chat. Oh, 108 folks watching. That's pretty good. I really thought today was going to be a low turnout. I figured tonight would be like 10 people watching when they saw that it was GoldNPaydirt. Yeah, but I will have it on Monday's review, last Monday's review. It was the eBay seller review, Rich GoldNPaydirt. I will post the first comment. I will pin it, and I'll tell what the ROI in this bag was. Just because it was part of the challenge on that review. Yeah. Those Chase bags are just ridiculous. And sadly, he sells a ton of them. Keeping it on camera adds 10 pounds. Always looks bigger on the pan. It does. That's why I have a scale. All right, there we go. All right, where's the top to this? There we go. There's the one little bigger piece in there, but more than I thought, but less than a lot of other people thought. So 0.160. That's what we recovered from the GoldNPaydirt 5 pound bag, and I'll add this little piece in there. There you go. 0.385. That's what someone's going to win tonight. There. I'll put this one to the side so maybe you can see it a little better. So that one little picker weighs more than everything else I recovered. But there you go. All right. You know what that means? That means y'all going to have to look at my ugly mug now. Oh. Carl Ordway, I agree. It's a rite of passage getting ripped off by a Paydirt seller. In most cases, it is going to be Golden Paydirt. Either Golden Paydirt or Gold Rush Paydirt. All right, ugly mug time. So we'll leave that up there until the camera shuts off. Like, what is this thing? All right, let me pop up my chat. Must be the bonus bag 0.16. Yeah. It's actually, so what was that? So the ROI here. Let me see if I could just guesstimate the ROI a little bit. I don't remember the exact price of gold, but I'm gonna guesstimate it was right around 61 and a quarter. $26.48% ROI. It's somewhere right around there. So it's gonna be around the 25% ROI, which really isn't too bad for Golden Paydirt. Usually it's 15%, 18% tops. Okay, well, I was lower, being ripped off. No. Richard Davis, you know you didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it. I'd have preferred if you forgot. But I really do appreciate that, man. Here, let me post a link for someone can win that 0.380. It's probably 0.385 just because I put the nugget on the side. You know, it weighs better if everything's in the center, but somewhere around there. But all right, let me get rid of that. So let me, and again, Charles Sox, Stephen Schwat, and Dragonfire, you are ineligible for tonight's God just because you've won already this month, and everyone's only allowed to win once a month. But I still appreciate you being here and watching this show if you're watching the show, and leaving a comment. If I do pick y'all's comment, I will repick somebody else's comment. So see, I did get the bonus. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan Friend, I agree. If you type in the word Paydirt into Google, besides certain things that aren't gold Paydirt, any companies that ads pop up are usually ripoffs. It's usually either Golden Paydirt or the Gold Rush guy who's, you know, got the 100 websites. So I just prefer the donation Patreon. Well, I appreciate it, Guido. I appreciate Richard Davis. I really appreciate that. You know, any which way y'all want to help the channel, I will never complain, even if it's just a simple thing of watching this show, putting up with my ugly mug, and leaving comments, watching my videos. I appreciate all that. So, and I totally understand because y'all are making me work. Oh. There you go. 1.24. Yeah, you were close. Yeah, it wasn't. What was it? 0.160 is what the actual weight was. I'll have to remember that. And I got to say it out loud so I can go back in the video and look. Must still be raining. Sump pump's still going off. Which reminds me I need to replace my sump pump. All right. Well, thank you, Mark Miller. So, all right, let me go make sure everyone's comments are approved, because I know probably a lot of them haven't been, because I've been panning. So, just give me a second and I will approve. Everyone's comments. And then we're going to give away some gold. What was that? 0.38. We'll just say 0.38. Which is pretty good for a golden Paydirt. I mean, I had to add and point a little picker in there to make it that, but, you know. All right, everyone's comments are approved. We'll get a minute just in case anyone popped comments, taking a few minutes. All right. Open up chat again. Hey, normal human. All right, Patricia's calling a safety meeting. Header box of my sluice. You should get a sponsor. No, because see, if I got a sponsor, then I would never want to review them. If I gave them a review, I'd feel obligated to give them a good review. I can't tell you. You know, it's kind of funny. I see a lot of channels get all these like equipment in. They get equipment and they get giveaways and they give away all this equipment. All these same companies, I've asked them for equipment, but I'll tell them, or I'll ask for a donation of equipment to review, but I tell them I'm going to be 100% honest, and if their equipment's junk, I'm going to tell them it's junk. Nobody sends me equipment. Nobody sends me equipment. No one wants me to go through their stuff and be honest. You know, people send people sluices and other things because they want you to say it's the best sluice in the whole world. So I don't want to sponsor or anything like that. So, because then I'd feel, you know, they're not going to want to sponsor me as soon as if I came out and said, you know, I don't like their product or I don't like this. You know, it's even been Gold Bay. I've said I don't like some of Gold Bay stuff. I really dislike their little sampler, the camo bag. It's just such a low ROI. It's, you know, there's better ways to do a sampler for somebody that doesn't want to spend $60. He could do an 8-ounce bag. You know, I don't know. I didn't like, what was it? I think the Red River one, maybe it was. There was one of the other ones, bags I didn't like. So I prefer not to get a sponsor and feel obligated. Anyone interested in a 3-gram nugget? I am. Are you giving it away? If you're giving it away, you could put me down for #1 spot. I appreciate that, Jason Keith, but probably the shipping would kill you. And I honestly probably wouldn't, you know, if you're not selling them, there'd be no, I don't know if you're selling them or not, but, you know. No, yeah, I did see. I watched the video Flower Gold Wizards and saw who won the can. I will say it did not. What was it? I don't catch all Flower Gold Wizards. I don't catch all of anybody's videos, but I think the last time I saw it, he said it was like $8 grand worth of gold, which would be 3 ounces. It didn't. Once he did the cleanup, it looked pretty good, but I don't know. I was thinking it was close to an ounce and a half, maybe. But I don't know if he did the final weigh on it or not. I kind of skipped through his video some. Shaw's prospecting. No, I didn't. Like I said, I'm always behind. I'm a month behind on anybody's videos. Very seldom do I catch anyone's video right when they put it out. Unless it's, you know, something that's title really catches me. Usually, like if it was a live show, I'll try to catch those, you know, like after, just to see. But I'll make a note because I go through these videos again at the end of the night to see if I missed something, the chat. So I'll go through it and watch it tonight or tomorrow. So I definitely will catch up on it. They're in Pennsylvania. Just email me. You know my email, Jason. I mean, yeah, you know my email, Jason. Almost ghosts are a problem. Hey, Creative Cobra, how's it going? Stephen Gill, I have not been out prospecting in 25 years, and that was in California. I did some in Riverside, which has pretty much no gold, so I'd have been better off not prospecting. But no, I've been disabled for a very long time, so which got me into gold mining, which is, I think that's what a lot of people who aren't like serious gold miners or people that are, small time gold painters like me, mailbox miners, get into it just because they are disabled. All right. Well, I just went and bookmarked it. I just went and opened your channel so I could make sure I go watch it after the show. But I'll definitely check it out. All right. So let's go. Let me make sure everyone's comments approved, and we're going to pull a name. All right, all comments are approved. Let me get the link. Hey, Sean Sparks. All right, everything looks like it's ready. Let me just shrink my ugly mug down. Ginger Japan. Yeah, I'll post the link again. Then we got to wait like a minute or two. So there you go. Just the link. My neighbor's pressure washing his driveway in the dark. It was funny. My kids were watching a YouTube video the other day of people just doing silly stuff, and they showed a guy not power washing, but just using a hose to wash his driveway, and it was pouring down rain. And the neighbors were just like in their house shooting through the window, just laughing that the guy was out there with the hose, just like washing down his driveway in the pouring down rain. All right. Yeah, I saw that, Daniel. All right. Let me go see in comments. Still nothing to approve. So we'll give it another minute. Got a little bit of time left. The lady spraying the car inside. Yeah, I've seen some people do that. I've seen a couple videos of people who were just spraying, like, using power washers inside their car, which is crazy. All right. All comments are approved. Let's just go do this. So this is a good part. I get to shrink down my ugly mug. So here we go. YouTube random comment. Yes, you go to the link and comment. But so, all right. Good luck, everybody. Let's put in the link. Fetch. $100 comments. There we go. I'm going to pick a winner. What is it? 0.38 grams of gold. 0.160 of that was from GoldNPaydirt. The other gold was a little picker I put in there. So let's go. This is available to anyone. And that winner is Neil Olson. Yeah, me. There you go. Neil Olson, thank you for watching the show. Thank you for leaving a comment. And just because I got to put this disclaimer in there, YouTube or its affiliates have nothing to do with this gall. This is 100% on me. And I'll be shipping the prize to Neil Olson. So Neil, thanks for watching, man. Congrats. And you know, for winning that, what gets you, it means you got to look at my ugly mug now. So there you go. That's your punishment. Now you got to look at my ugly mug for a minute. And you have to post in the chat, Neil. Did Neil post? Let me see. You have till the end of the show, Neil, to post. I hope you're still here. There you go. Thank you for posting, Neil. So congrats, man. I could have not added that little picker in there. It would have been a horrible win. But just email me, Neil. I'll post my email here. There you go. Just email me so I can send that off to you. Yeah, that's the one bad thing about YouTube live shows is they're not consistent, which is really funny. Like tonight, typically when I do my live shows, when I start, when I click the start button, it takes from 1 to 2 minutes to actually start and go live. So you have to kind of sit there waiting in panic mode, waiting for it to go live. And tonight was like 10 seconds, but it fluctuates. That's why a lot of people, like gamers and stuff like that, all go to Twitch because there's no delay whatsoever. Thank you, Mark Miller. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who watches this show. So, and then the next Thursday will be the Patreon appreciation show. It might end up getting delayed a day or two because, like I said, I'm going in for surgery Tuesday, but I'm going to plan on it still being Thursday. Before I go get my surgery, I'm going to set up some equipment upstairs and maybe I'll just sit on the couch because I'm just giving away some nuggets and stuff, so it won't be too hard on me. But it should be next Thursday. I have a video coming out Monday, a gold review on Monday, and I think that's about it popping up. I don't think I have anything coming in Saturday. Maybe a mail call Saturday. We'll have to see if I get edited in time. But yeah, Brian, Steve, it's kind of funny. I really seriously thought when I posted, because I really wasn't going to post in the title that this was going to be GoldNPaydirt. I was like, I'm just going to post and say it's random Paydirt. But I figured, I might as well post GoldNPaydirt. I know I have your address, Neil. I don't know. It's just, the speech. You get used to saying, make sure you email me and all that. But I know I have your email. I know I have your address. But yeah, I will have a review up Monday. I don't even remember who it is on Monday, but I do have a review on Monday coming up. And then next Thursday will be a Patreon appreciation show. And even if you're not a Patreon member, you can still come check out the live show because I do give away something just for somebody watching the live show. And I believe this week I might have another big silver nugget in. So I'm pretty sure that's what I have. It's either going to be that. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So we'll go with that. So next Thursday, if you want to win a nice silver nugget, I think it's 3.5 grams. So all right, Reg Lab. Think backyard. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this surgery. They're not cutting my knee. You know, they're not doing the amputation and putting a new knee back in, so it shouldn't be too bad. You know, I'm not too stressed about it. I'm just more stressed about, you know, not being able to walk around for a couple of days. That always just sucks. You know, being stuck on a couch. You know, watching TV, catching up on. I have to finish this season's Bering Sea Gold. I'm only like halfway through it, so. Hey Heidi, yeah, make sure you send me an email. Doing at Miller Prospecting, Gold Fever Radio. Remind me, and I'll definitely come check it out. All right, pizza. There you go, man. That's the best. I love pizza. All right, thanks. Thanks, Conan, Heidi. All right, good night, everyone. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go grab something to eat before I have to call my kids, pack away all this stuff, clean up in here. So, but I really appreciate everyone who comes out to these live shows, leaves comments, and just hangs out watching me pan. Appreciate all the comments and everything else in the live chat. So, but I'll see y'all hopefully all next Thursday. And again, you don't have to be a Patreon member to check out the live show. I always give away something in my live shows. So make sure you definitely come to the next Thursday show. And thank you very much, Donna. All right, Gold Squad out. So, all right, everyone. Thanks. Have a good night. Happy panning, and see you next Thursday.